Vegas. You know, it's amazing. For as many times as I did this 2 years ago, it's you get really rusty at it. I feel like now is probably about as proper of a time to do it. I'll catch you guys up on what's happened to me over the last couple years and what got me to this point. But the main thing is I'm finally moving to Las Vegas. Everything that's happened to me over the course of the last year has really set me up to a point now where I can move out there comfortably. And the funny thing about it was, leading up to 2019, I said to myself before my 33rd birthday, which is June 30th, I'm gonna move to Vegas. And it just so happened that it worked out pretty well this way. So I'm just gonna put this one out there for some feelers. And like I said, it's gonna be rusty. But I'm going to be traveling across the country for just about 3 days this time. I'm not going to be stopping and, you know, mingling like I did before. This, actually, the purpose of this is just to move all my shit across the country. I got a couple of pods. Now, the hardest part about this whole situation is I didn't realize one really, really important thing when it comes to moving. You really don't know how much shit you have until you have to move all of it. So here's one moving pod, which I thought would be enough, and I was wrong, because that one is completely filled. I stuffed my car as much as I could, and tomorrow morning we're gonna hit the road, breaking it up in 12 hours, and then about 6 or 7 hours the last day, and we should arrive in Las Vegas. Now, with that being said, I think the last time you and I talked, we were coming back from Vegas again, and at the time I went down to Biloxi, Mississippi, and I started recording, and I just wasn't really into it. I felt like if I wasn't into recording, then it was going to be kind of a shitty product, and so I didn't even bother at that point. I went to New York City, didn't really want to record all that much there. Miami, same thing. I kind of wanted to enjoy the experience, and I think that was the reason why I stopped recording the last time, was because I was seeing all these cool places, but I was living through a camera lens. I wasn't actually experiencing them up front, and plus I didn't have a story to tell anymore. Last time we talked, I quit my job with the government. I was traveling around the country just trying to figure things out for myself, and it was a fantastic experience. After all that happened, I ended up moving down to Houston for a little bit, took a job down there. It was a life insurance job, and I just could not really adjust to it. It's a very lucrative job, but man, that is a tough industry to get into, and I was just uncomfortable with it. Ended up moving back home. So something came up to apply for a bartending school around here, and it was interesting. So I went to bartending school, and I would encourage anybody to do bartending school, even if you don't plan on becoming a bartender, because it's such a cool social skill. And bartending school just gives you the confidence to be able to make a drink, be behind the bar, and just kind of wheel around and do your thing. So I ended up getting a job at a place up here in Cleveland. I started sending out my job application to different places, and this was one place that I didn't think was even going to give me a call back. And they took a chance on somebody that had no bartending experience, brought me on part-time, busted my ass, and ended up working full-time there for about 10 months, at which point I was able to completely pay off my student loans in my car. Not too many people can say they paid off their student loans bartending, but I did. And as of December 29th, no more student loans. 3 days later after that, I received a email from a recruiter, and they wanted help with something going on over in Germany. And they sent me over to Germany for 3 months to work on a transition assistance program for veterans. And it was amazing because, one, I had never been to Germany. They paid for everything, including airfare, where I was staying, my rental car. They gave me a great per diem on top of my salary, and I had to be out of the country in 90 days, otherwise I had to start paying taxes in Germany. So that gave me the opportunity to really save up money, see a different part of the world, kind of appreciate, you know, being back home. But with about 2 weeks left, I was gung-ho on traveling around the country, making another vlog, but something inside of me just said, you know what, it's, you know, time to start messing around. Let's just move to Vegas, where we've always wanted to be. Now, with all that being said, you're probably thinking, Andrew, aren't you going to go and have any fun out there? It is Las Vegas. Of course I'm going to have fun out there. You said it. It's Las Vegas. And I can't wait. I have an apartment set up there. I got plenty of money to survive for quite a while. And I don't have a job yet, and that's the thing that kind of irks people the wrong way. But I'm fine. I'll be fine for a little while. There's plenty of things to do out there. And I'm in a situation again, almost exactly like I was 2 years ago with what I'm doing right now. A lot of people have the opinion that it's crazy. You'll never last. You don't know what you're doing. And once again, I ran into the realization that most of those people that are telling me this are people that, one, have no idea what they're talking about. Two, they don't know the situation that I'm in. And you know what? It's straight ignorance. And I'm so content and happy with this decision that I'm making to get out there. It's where I've always wanted to be, and I finally get to make that happen tomorrow. Luckily for me, I have had a support system here that allowed me to do that. And when all the stars aligned, especially during this current year, for me to take the opportunity to go out there, I jumped on it, and it just feels right. So, you know, with that being said, I'm gonna try and do this as much as I can, just to see how much I like doing it. Once I open up the laptop and started going over all the software and everything like that, I started to get that spark again. It started to feel really good when I was piecing together clips and looking at it. So I just have a few more things that I have to move. Packing stinks, moving blows, but it'll all be worth it. See if you guys like the ride that I'm going to take you on. It's interesting because I have a story to tell again. After Germany, I packed on a few more pounds, but we'll worry about that later. And shit, let's go to Vegas.